Greetings. This is Polly of the Spooky Polly. MAGA Republicans, for the first time, are in a quandary. They're divided over whether or not to bomb Iran on Israel's behalf. That's anyone who saw that debate between Tucker Carlson and Ted Cruz see the sharp divisions. And it's something serious that all Americans are to consider. One of the problems is that Democrats seem to take themselves right out of the fray. They don't seem to be interested in government at all, or at least have any worthwhile contributions to it. Therefore, it's up to Trump. The debate is whether to give Israel top bunker-busting bombs. These go deep into the ground and can eliminate humans or weapons. Israel has bunker-busting bombs, but not of this caliber. This escalates war because it puts us directly into it. Now, there are pluses and minuses to this scenario. I think we would be on understanding both of them. The pluses are this may be able to get rid of Iran's nuclear program for a long time. The minuses are many, however. It drags us again into the Middle East, into a war that, I'll be honest, does not concern us. This is between Israel and Iran. I don't see how it affects us. I don't see Iranian troops hopping on American soil. Now, granted, they do control some terrorist organizations, but I just don't see them as a major threat. Now, Israel has really taken the wind or the starch out of the Iranian sails. They're knocked off all the old F-14s that were still there, knocked out all their missile silos. They've done a good job on. Iran is in a tough spot. They don't have any allies of any consequence. It's a Shiite nation in a Sunni world there. The only other Shiite nation is Iraq, when they've been fighting all this time. So they're very unlucky in their opponents too. They're controlled by this Khamenei guy who's in his 80s, who's been around a long time, and he's probably not very responsive or understanding the difficulties that he's in. Trump has put a negotiating timetable for him. He broke it the first time. Then, of course, that gave the green light to Israel. He's trying to put something on the table again, but is it to any good here? Are the Iranians listening? I mean, there's a plus to knocking out Iran really hard. Everyone else will take notice. On the other hand, like I said, this drags us back into the Middle East again, a place we don't want to be, a place where a lot of MAGA Republicans do not want to be. It takes money, it takes time, effort, and we have another opponent in China we need to be looking at. Well, this is that spot for Trump, because up until now, everything he's done has gotten generally massive MAGA support, the kitchen majority. If, however, he fails here, it's, this is a thing that dividing the ranks, and he makes a decision. It has to work. Either he backs off and that Israel just do their thing but not give them any aid, or takes an active hand there, really crippling Iran, and that could have massive fallback too. That's a bad position to be in. When you're chief executive, you're president of the United States, you have to make these calls. I know a lot of MAGA, you start Tucker Carlson, do not want to be involved in this. There are some, like Ted Cruz, that want to go in there and help Israel. No, but we're not Israel. And I have a problem with this always stepping in there and helping Israel. Hold on a second. they're allies, but we have other allies. And if Israel wasn't in the Middle East, I mean, they wouldn't have these problems at all. But they are there. We signed these accords with them. So did the UN. And I wish Iranians better leadership. If we could only see into the future, we would know what the correct decision would be. But unfortunately, we can't. Whatever decision that Trump makes, hopefully it's the right one. I mean, I know a lot of people like the idea of squashing Iran, and it has its points to it. However, remember, back in the 50s and 60s, if you look at the photographs, videos, Iran looked like a modern country. The Shah was modernizing, all right, but too fast. This is a Shiite nation. And though he was successful to the extent and created a middle class, however, the Orthodox Shiite, I don't know what else to call them, rebelled, threw them out, and put the Ayatollahs in, and sent them back to the 10th century. But this is the 21st century, and that's their problem. They haven't faced reality. I don't know if they're facing it now. It's always difficult when the people do things which clearly aren't in their best interest. Their best interest was to call up Donald Trump and try to get a new deadline and get a deal done. Or, if they're doing what they're doing, get the stuffings knocked out of you. If you study history, you always say, oh, if only so-and-so knew this or knew that, it would have stopped this or that. But we don't have hindsight. So whatever Trump does, he has to take what the sources he has and make the correct decision. I hope for the nation's sake that he does. Okay, if you liked this video, please give a like. I haven't been making a lot of videos lately because I've been having some troubles. But I'll try to keep in there and make some videos. Hopefully, they'll be informative and give me something to think about. Okay, this is Polly saying